use my port for blood draws. I got blood work twice in the last couple days, and both times multiple people were confused at why I got an arm stick instead of using my port to draw my blood. There's multiple reasons for this. My first and biggest reason is honestly just personal preference. I have a lot of anxiety about sepsis and infection. The one time that I had someone else handling my port when I first got it at the infusion center, the sterile technique and the aseptic technique was not it. Even trained professionals often don't meet up to the standard of like very diligent technique. And sepsis is not something to screw around with. People have asked me, like, isn't the reason for your port so you don't have to get stuck anymore? Hold on, I'm gonna not breathe on this stuff. Answer to that is yes and no. My veins were getting absolutely killed, getting stuck 3 times a week. I now get fluids 5 times a week. But I'm left with enough vein function that I can get blood drawn from it and I can get ultrasound IVs for surgeries. I don't want them using my port for surgeries either because I will be asleep and not awake to watch what they're doing. I've firsthand seen central lines get mishandled by professionals, even an infusion nurse, and that is not something I'm willing to mess around with. That was on other people. My own infusion nurse also handled my line in a way that I was not comfortable. Also, phlebotomists and nurses are often not trained in how to properly handle central lines, or at least not very diligently trained. Another reason why I would like to be the only one handling it. A lot of times the phlebotomists are not allowed to use people's central lines. Someone did ask if I could do the actual blood drawing out of my line and do everything myself, and they just watch me and then I hand them the tube of blood. If it came to that, I absolutely would ask if I could do that. But for now, I have multiple arm veins that don't work for IVs anymore, but they will work for blood draws. Blood return, yep. So there's really no reason to be putting myself at more risk. And these professionals tend to do things really quickly, so it's hard to stop them before they mess something up that could cause increased risk. Like by the time you realize they did a step wrong, it's hard to have stopped the process enough to where you haven't already put yourself at risk. My line is for me to use. It's for my home treatment. At the hospital, they can put an IV in me. And that is what I am most comfortable with.